What's going on, everyone? So in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys 10 budget decks for the September 2017 format. A lot of you guys have been asking, hey Chris, I want to play in this format, but I don't have a lot of money. So this video is going to be specifically for you guys who are on a tight budget. And with that being said, if you guys do not know, I am currently doing a giveaway right now. New round of the giveaway is up. So to be part of the giveaway for this new exclusive MetaMask playmat, all you gotta do is like the video, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and be subscribed to both my YouTube channels, so that way you guys will be fully answered. So like I always tell you guys, without further ado, let's begin. Alrighty guys, so after you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the description down below and check out the Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! Amazon page for all of your Yu-Gi-Oh! needs. I'm starting off with the video, so number 10 pick for budget that's going into the format is Chainburn. Chainburn is a very unique deck coming into the September 2017 format, simply due to the fact that if you're cheap and you're on a budget and you're trying to spend a lot of money, why not play it? You pretty much get free victories at regionals, especially at locals. It's very unexpected and underestimated because a lot of people probably ain't thinking about it because of everyone's deck riding decks like True Draco, their Happy Zodiac deck. So with that being said, I highly believe Chainburn is a solid pick because a lot of people would not be expecting to play against that deck in this up and current format. Number 9, Paleozoics. Once again, kind of like Chainburn, Paleozoics is another deck where it's like, okay, some people in YouTube land had Paleozoic on their list for some of the best competitive decks in the current format. The reason why I don't think Paleozoic deserves to be in the best competitive decks for this format, simply due to the fact that while link summoning is a thing, you can only pretty much control one main boss monster at a time. So you can make one Paleozoic monster, you can control your opponent monster with control your opponent with traps. But with that being said, another thing to think about is how the Paleozoic deck is going to handle decks like True Draco, who tribute over the trap card to make them unaffected by traps. And then another thing Paleozoic have to worry about is how slow they currently are in the metagame. Because while they can make the My Star Boy promo, which gives them an extra slot, they have to use 2 of their traps to make that promo guy, and then start bringing back all their traps. I feel like it's just too much, and it's going to be too slow. But with that being said, I think it's a good budget deck because it's relatively cheap. It's pretty much all commons. You can get Pot of Desires on a budget, which is another plus. And the deck does run things like a lot of traps. So yeah, Paleozoics number 9 because I think it's that pretty good. Coming in this list at number 8, we got Dino Rabbit. Now, Dino Rabbit is an old fan favorite. Coming back from 2012 to 2017, Dino Rabbit is pretty much at full power, minus Tour Guide in the Underworld, and that card is pretty much at 1. With Triple Rescue Rabbit, you can make a first turn, Doka or Lagia, and side on some back row, you're pretty much good to go. Combo that with the budget Pot of Desires, which are probably like $4 to $7. You guys have a solid deck now. Why is it going to win every event? No, but is it cheap and can do pretty good? I definitely could see it doing pretty good, especially on a local level, on a regional level. So with the negating factor of Lagia and Doka, with the fastness of Rabbit, I definitely think Dino Rabbit is a solid pick for budget decks going into September 2017 format. Coming to number 7, we have Mermail. Now, Mermail is a deck that I love to hate. Specifically due to the fact that there's a lot of specific rules you need to know for to play against a Mermail player. There's a lot of way the chain links work. And with Master Star Boy being a thing, even though Mermail don't have a huge extra deck to use, getting an extra deck slot can be granted. But the deck mainly revolves around its boss monsters like Mulan Glacier, the one guy that lets you attack twice. I mean, the list can go on from there, but Mermail overall just a solid pick because it's a water deck. They have that one spell card that says negate spells. Overall, it's a solid deck in general. I think it deserves to be on system number 7 because very powerful. It can pack a punch and OTK the opponent really crazy. Number 6, we have Domain Monarchs. Now, Domain Monarchs is another deck I think is a very solid pick for this current format. Pretty much bring out your Monarch monsters. With the Domain, you like all the people who's trying to use an extra deck out of the game. But since the format is going to be heavily based on people probably abusing True Draco, you still have monsters like Erebus, which can get rid of them if they don't tribute over a monster. And you still have monsters like Majesty's Fiend and Vanity's Fiend to think about that you can run a Monarch deck to completely stun the opponent. So overall, I think Monarchs is a very solid stun deck, and with triple Gofu, that gives another card to target with a Lure of Darkness and gives you another triple monster fodder. Coming in is list at number 5, we have a Lightsworn. So Lightsworn is another solid pick for this format. They just got Honest back at 3, Charge Light back at 3. JD's a beast. Summon JD, pay 1,000, blow up the board. Then we got Blackluster Soldier coming in the world, just attack again, banish. And then there's a whole bunch of different variants of the zombies, and it can synchro, but once again, it heavily relies on just mill, summon, spit out monsters game. So Lightsworn is a solid pick just due to the fact that it's really aggressive. BLS is a thing, and Honest is at 3, so why not try to run it to get some good OTKs? Number 4, Pendulums. Now, I had Pendulums, as you guys already know, on my original list, and for good reason. Pendulums is a solid deck to take in any format, simply due to the fact that they got, Luster Draco back at 2, Waver Knights back at 3. The Magician deck is extremely cheap. It's like, $2 for hero card, $2 ever card, because the Pendulum Magician set, while it did sell, a lot of people didn't invest into it simply due to the fact that they felt like Konami screwed us over. So, and pretty much everyone who wanted to play the deck has stuff, so the stuff is just floating around everywhere. So with that being said, I think Pendulums is a really solid deck, and it's a good pick for the current format. Number 3, Kozmo. Now, with the recent events of Kozmo's topping in the Zodiac format, Kozmos is definitely a great contender as a budget deck for the current format. Simply just due to the fact that it's Kozmos, it's cheap to pick up, everything got reprinted in the Gold series, and if you can pick up that one trap card that says when you tribute the Dark Monster, start pretty much obliterating your opponent's hand like the original Crush Card virus, it can be very deadly. And with Cosmojo being a card, gives you the banish factor, the sky's filling it with the Kozmo deck. Number 2, I got Pure Dinosaur OTK. Now, I got Pure Dinosaur OTK simply due to the fact that I see a lot more players playing that deck on the regional scene, on the local scene. And I won't be surprised if we see it more often now, because it's an extremely cheap deck to pick up. 3 starter decks, some big evolution pills, and pretty much you're good to go. You need that one guy, when you banish him, he brings himself to the field. And honestly speaking, once that deck goes off, there's literally nothing you can do about it. So you better be packing a Mirror Force to do some damage. And last but not least, my number deck on this list, I have Masked Heroes. And that's just simply due to the fact that I'm playing Heroes right now, and I can tell you the deck is really heavily underrated. We just got Summon Among back at 3, something I never thought we'll get. And BLS is a solid boss monster for the deck. I'm currently playing it at 1, might bump it up to 2, depending on my local results tomorrow. But with that being said, Heroes as a deck, outside of just being a solid rogue deck, Dark Law's beastly. Cutting off the graveyard, you hurt True Draco decks. The Searching, you hurt True Draco, World Chalice. I mean, the list go off. Dark Law's the ultimate boss monster. And yeah, you can kaiju him, but with cards like BLS, cards like Solemn Strike to stop the monster summons, it can't stop the kaiju, but with cards to protect Dark Law in general, and with that new Honesty Heroes, you can do some nasty damage and OTK your opponent. So with all that being said, guys, post your thoughts and opinions about this video in the comment section down below. And as I always tell you guys, if you're new viewers to the channel, I'd love for you to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm trying to bring you guys videos every single day. And yeah, man, if you're new viewers to the channel, subscribe. Once again, I have that giveaway coming up. So yeah, man, make sure to subscribe to both my channels and leave a comment down in the section below for the giveaway. So with all that being said, Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh signing out. Peace.